Hi and welcome to Outwell and our Birdland M from the Deluxe collection. This is a compact tunnel design tent which has 3 rooms and it can sleep up to 4 people over 2 bedrooms. A particular feature that I like on this tent is this canopy across the front which creates this rain safe entry. What you can see is obviously if it's going to be raining, the water isn't going to be able to get into the tent thanks to that canopy being attached. What you'll find is the doors are good size, so nice and easy to get all of your kit in and out of the tent. And what you'll find is when it's zipped closed, it's got a large window on there, which does have a curtain, and then also there's actually a full mesh door on here as well, so you get great ventilation within the tent without getting any of those bugs coming in. When we step back into the tent, even though it's quite a compact size, you'll still see there's plenty of space in here. I'm quite tall at about 1.95 meters, and you can see I can stand up in here no problem at all. And the space certainly is accentuated by these large windows either side of the tent, flooding the tent with light. Like I said, just making it feel that little bit more spacious. What we then have is, on each window we have these curtains here, which are just rolled away at the moment. But these can be brought up either halfway, just to give you a little bit more privacy, or obviously they can be fully closed as well. Across the top of the window, you'll see that we have this mesh ventilation panel, which actually corresponds to outside ventilation, and that's just going to allow cool fresh air into the tent, again keeping you that little bit more comfortable as well. Right at the front of the tent you'll find that we have a lantern hanging point just in a good central location here, and then leading away from that you'll find that we have cable tidies, and if I just move this chair out of the way we'll just see that we have a cable entry point just down at the bottom here, so that can be zipped open to allow you to run your electrics into your tent without actually having any cables coming in through the doors. Towards the back of the tent is where you'll find the bedrooms that I mentioned earlier on, and as I said, you can sleep up to 4 people. A really nice feature here is that these bedrooms come pre-attached, so when it comes to you pitching the tent, this is a job that you don't have to worry about because they're already here for you. The way that they're attached, you'll see, is with our wave-shaped hanging point system here, and what this does is it just takes any stress points off of that top seam of the bedroom here. You'll see that on the doors we have more mesh ventilation, again just for your comfort. And then we also have the storage pockets on the outside too. Inside the bedroom, you'll find that at the back we have a good sized ventilation panel which corresponds to the outside ventilation. And just down at the corner here, we also have these pockets, ideal for smaller personal possessions. The bedrooms themselves are actually separated with this sheet which can just be zipped up and toggled at the top. If you wanted to create one large bedroom, that just gives you the chance to be able to do that. Another thing I just want to point out is that the ground sheet in this tent is sealed from front to back and side to side, and it's a bathtub style as well. So if I just pull the carpet back here, you'll be able to see the material that we're using is quite a tough, durable material. It's a double coated polyethylene. It has a hydrostatic head of 10,000 mil, so going to be totally waterproof. With it being bathtub in style rather, you're not going to find that you'll get any drafts. You're going to keep out sort of dust and dirt, and more importantly, hopefully, you'll keep out those unwanted creepy crawlies as well. Now what we're going to do is just pop outside and show you the features on there. So the fly sheet that we're using on the Birdland M is our Outex 4000. It's a really good quality taffeta polyester, and you'll find that it's 75 denier, so like I said, it's going to be nice and durable and long lasting. The seams all the way around this fly sheet have been fully taped, and it's PU coated on the inside as well, and that makes it completely waterproof with a hydrostatic head of 4,000 millimeters. The frame that we use on the tent is actually a combination of this steel pole at the front, and then the rest are all our Duratec fiberglass poles. So what you do find is that it's nice and stable, but also very simple to pitch, because we also colour code the pole sleeves to match the poles, to make sure that when you are pitching it, you're not going to get the wrong one in the wrong place. Some other features then, I mentioned on the inside, we have these large ventilation panels here. If you want to just close these over, you can do that from the outside just by simply taking the Velcro tabs off and pushing down like so. Some other features then to highlight would be our classic luminous Outwell guy lines here. So hopefully when it's a little bit darker, you should be able to see these and not trip over them. You'll also find then that each guy line has its own retainer, so that's what this is here. So when you come to take the tent down, you can wrap up the guy line, pop it in here so that the next time you come to use the tent, they're easily accessible. You'll also then just find that the guy lines are attached to our wind stabilizer system. So I'll just show you how this works. What you do is you just take this, you wrap it round the pole and fasten this into position. you find that there's one at the top and at the bottom of each pole, and when we tighten these out and take the guy lines out into position, the whole fly sheet is pulled against the frame of the tent, making it a lot more taut and a lot more stable in high wind conditions. Something else just to highlight would be the use of our easy pegging system. So this is where we supply you with 3 different pegs with the tent. We have the steel pegs here, which would go onto the corners of the tent, making these your anchor pegs. We have the luminous pegs here, of course to be used with the luminous guy lines. And we also have the black plastic pegs for all of the black pegging points around the side of the tent. So there are a few optional extras also available for the Birdland M, including a footprint that can go under the ground sheet. There's a carpet that you saw on the inside there, that just gives you that little bit more luxury feel as well. And there's also a front extension available for the tent for anybody who maybe wants that little bit extra storage space on the outside. So that's all of the features for our Birdland M, and I'd like to thank you very much for watching.